Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you like puzzles or if you'd like to see me struggle to solve one and have a laugh at my expense, then you're at the right address, so please like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be trying my hand at Summary Report by ChinStrap and Sujoyku. If you'd like to give it a go, there will be a link in the description below. If you do, please let me know how you fared and what you thought of it. Alright, let's read the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. In other words, each row, column and 3x3 region has to contain the digits from 1 to 9 once each. Row, column, 3x3 region. Index lines. Each hollow turquoise line, so these four, is an index line. In other words, the digit in the nth cell along such a line, starting from the diamond, indicates the position along the line where the digit n appears. For example, if a diamond cell contains a 3, then the third cell along that line must have a 1. So because the first cell contains a 3, it's indicating that the third cell has a 1. And they're reflective, right? Or is that reflect? No, what's the word? I don't know. It means that if this is pointing to the third cell should point back, right? Except if the cell is pointing to itself, which is acceptable, right? This one could have 2, and this is saying that the second cell has a 2 in it, which is correct. This applies for every single cell, right? So if we put 1 here, it's saying the first one, second, third, whatever. Right. Region sum lines. Box borders divide blue lines into segments with equal sums. Right, so these are the box borders, the thick black lines. And on each blue line we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them as well. Each segment must sum to the same. So if this one, for instance, would sum exactly to this one, and this one would be this, would contain the same digit. As in, if we put 6 here, those would have to sum up to 6. Not possible, but as an example. Anything else we need to talk about? No. Let's reset and take a sip of tea. There you go. And see where we can start. Oh, this one might be a good start. Because well, alright, let's start. This one is from 6, 7, 8 or 9. However, since we have this cell that sees all of these 3 cells, this means that this one can't appear in any of those, right? Right. Which means that 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 4 to make 6 and 7 are not possible, right? So we in other words, we need a digit here that has at least two combinations of 3 digits that add up to it. So 6 and 7 can only be the result of adding the same 3 digits. So 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 4 in the case of 6 and 7. But that doesn't work in this setup, because if you put 1, 2, 3 here or 1, 2, 4, there's no way of fitting this cell into the combination. So, right, so this is not 6 or 7, 8 or 9. 8 has 2 combinations, which are 1, 2, 5 and 1, 3, 4 in some way, and 9 has 3, right? So 1, 2, 6, 1, 3, 5, and 2, 3, 4. So now I know that these are from 1 to 6, right? Anything else that I know about this from that? 1 to 6, 1 to 6. Don't think so. Do I need a 2, 3, 4? I don't. I do not. So 8 is still possible, yeah. Right. Okay, that's not going to get me far. Well, one thing to keep in mind is that on an index line, we can't have any digit that's bigger than the length of the line, right? Because it's indexing cells on the line. So we can't put 4 here, for instance, anywhere, because it's pointing to the 4th cell, and the 4th cell doesn't exist. So those would have to be from 1, 2, 3. This one would have to be from 1, 2, 3, 5. This one is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 8. Okay, fine. And this one is 6. Okay, well, 6 might be something, because this is as well from 1 to 6. Okay. This might be interesting, because we're using all of the cells, and we're using this one twice. So, okay. So what's the maximum this could be? Because it's from 1 to 8. It's not the maximum that it could be. It's exactly what the digits on this line should add up to. And they should add up to the sum of the digits 1 to 8, right? So we know that the sum of the digits 1 to 9 is 45. So this is 45 minus 9, because we can't have 9 on an 8-digit line. Right, so 45 minus 9 is 28, right? What am I talking about? 28? What did I get that from? 36. I have no idea where I got that from. 36. I have no idea. I can't even say that my head was going further or anything along these lines. But, right, so, how are we going to fiddle this? Because this one is equal to that, and so twice that plus this is 45, and once plus that is 45. All right. So let's call this A, and let's call this B, and then this C, right? So both of these are C, right? So this is not the digits, these are the sums. So we know that A plus B is 36. Right. And we know that A plus C is 45. And we know that B plus 2C is 45. Right. So we get, if we add those, we get A plus B plus 3C equal to 90, right? So we can see it here as well. A plus B plus 3 times C, because this is C as well, it's equal to 90. But we already know, that A plus B is 36. So 3C is equal to 90 minus 36, which is 54, unless I'm mistaken. So 3C is 54, so C has to be 18, right? Yeah. Right. And if C is 18, what do we know then? We know that A is 27, right? Yeah. And this would have to be 9, but that's obvious, right? Because now we have 36 and this is 9, and 9 plus 27 is 36. Well, without the C. Okay. Right. Does that help? Did that help? Oh, this has to have 9 on it now. Not now, it has always needed a 9 on it, but let's see. So there is a 9 here. And, well, another 9 to get to 18. 9 plus Another 9 to get to 18. For the 100th time, I think I would really want a notepad somewhere. I'm already lost. Okay. And this is 9. Hold on a second. This is 9. This is 9. Okay. But where are these? These two digits, where are they in column 3? Because they certainly can't be here, right? Because they're in the same box. But at the same time, they can't be on this line either, because this is an index line and digits do not repeat on an index line. So these aren't here at all. So they have to be the here, right? Okay. And they have to add up to 9. So they have to be 4 and 5. Excellent. And if these are 4 and 5, well, we can get rid of this now, can't we? This is 7 and 8, right? Correct. Just counting it again, otherwise finding out that it's 9 and all of what I did was bull, but it couldn't have been 9. I mean, it was obvious. In any case, I've been doing so many mistakes lately. Just, it's unbelievable. In any case, let's not get into it. Too many mistakes. Trying to make one video without a mistake. Let's see. The annoying part is that I make mistakes and luck out. So I make a mistake and then get the correct answer, which is ridiculously bad. It's already bad when you make a mistake and you have to roll back. But at least you roll back and you fix it and it's fine. But when it's just make a mistake and get the correct answer, it's, well, in any case. But these are 7 and 8, and they point at 4 and 5, and that's 4 and 5 if I'm not mistaken. So these have to be 7 and 8. Right. So where are 4 and 5? In box 9. Well, again, they can't be on this one anymore, and they can't be here. So this is 4 and 5. Right. Oh, we're off. Get our first digit, which is the 9. 9 plus 9 is 18. So far, so good. What am I still missing here? Well, I'm missing 1, 2, 3, and 6, right? Yeah. Okay. A sip of tea. A sip of tea. So I definitely have 4 and 5 here, right? Now. Which means that these can't be 4 or 5. These are from 1 to 3. Okay. Oh, I have a 9 here as well. Anything else? Could I have the 9 and the 6? Or is this a 6? Because I definitely need a 9. It's not anywhere else. Okay. And this would have to add up to 18 still. 9 plus 6 is 15. 1 plus 2 works. So, okay. Yeah, that's not. But, is that correct? Because, can I have from 7 and 8 here? No, because I already said 9 plus 6 was 15, and I needed 1 plus 2, which is the minimum you can have, right, to get to 18. So I couldn't have 9 plus 7 or 8. And I definitely need a 9 here because of column 3. So 7 and 8 couldn't be on this segment. And I need 7 and 8 here somehow. Okay, but now I know this whole thing, right? Because if I have 7 and 8, that's already 15. I need 3. So this is 3, 7, 8. And this isn't 3 anymore. And this is actually 9, 6, 1, 2. Okay, and well, that doesn't get me anything, does it? Except now I know that there is a 9 here. There is a 9 here. Can I have the 9 on the... Can I have the 9? Ah. Well, I think in theory, yes, because I can have 9, 1, 2, 6, right? There's no problem with that, I think. However, I'm just noticing that where are 7 and 8 in box 1? Because I have 7 and 8 here and 7 and 8 there. So this has to be, well, I mean, we need 7 and 8 here, which means that one of those is either 7 or 8. But I can't have 7 or 8 with the 9 on a 4 segment here, right? Because again, the maximum you can have with the 9 is the 6, because then you get 1 and 2. Another way of saying that is 9 plus 8 is 17, and you need 1 and 0, and 9 plus 7 is 16, and you need 2 1s. Well, alright, long story long, this is 9. And this is from 7 and 8, isn't it? No. Well, it's from 6, 7, and 8 at least. Because if I can have 7 and 8 here, but then I need 1 and 2, because 7 and 8 is, well, the same as 9 plus 6 is 15. So, right, so this is from 6, 7, or 8. I can't have all 3 here, so like I need 2 of them in any case. Is that getting me anywhere? Is that getting me anywhere? Well, I know that these are from 1 to 6, don't I? Yeah. But that's from 1 to 6. Can I have 1 and 2? Yeah, I just said that with 7, 8. Okay. I can. So I presume 6 and 1 should work with the others, right? How does it work with the others? Yeah, alright. Oh, I still have a 3 to fit here. Oh, that's not correct then. Well, no, this is correct. The 3 would fit here. Stay awake. Stay awake. Too early to make mistakes. Well, too early to make mistakes. In a previous video, I made a mistake, I think, I don't know, the first 3 minutes or something. In any case. I'm not sure what I can do. Do I need a 3 here? I don't think so. Right? Say 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 would leave us with 7, and 6 plus 1 would work, which would mean that 6 plus 2 and 7 plus 3 would work as well, obviously. So we don't need a 3. Okay. Where should we look next? Either here or there. Do I know more about this? I don't think so. This is going to be, yeah, too many options. It's still away from the action. It's still away from the action. I don't know more about this, do I? Doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Okay. What about this one? Well, the minimum, I was going to say the minimum is 1, 2, 3, 4, but that's obviously not correct. Actually, we can only use 2 from 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Right. So what is the minimum? What is the minimum? Well, 1, 2, 4, 5, so 12. Okay. Sounds correct. 12. Okay. Right. And the maximum is, I guess 17. Did I do 1, 2? You can't. I can only use 1 of those, not 2. What kind of stupidity is this? I have no idea. Of course, if I use 2, I'm going to have 2 3s here, right? So I can only use 1, right? So what can I use? I presume I can use the 1, right? Otherwise, I've already broken the puzzle. So 1, 4, 5, 6. That's 16, which is fine. Ooh. ooh, 1456 is already 16. Right, so, okay, that actually changes the equation. Because 16, well, this is then 16 or 17, so it's either 7, 9 or 8, 9, right? With definitely a 9 here, if this is 16. Am I calculating that correctly? I think so. There was 4 and 5 here, so we can't have 4 and 5. It's from 1 to 3. We can't use both of them. And I used the lowest one, which is 2. So then 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 are already 15. Right, so actually, and we need a 3 here then. Because 4, 5, 6 plus the 2 is 17, which is the 9, 8. But 3, 4, 5, 6 is already 18. And that's more than we can have with two digits between 1 and 9. Okay, so I definitely need a 3 here, which means that there is no 3 here. No 3 here, which means that there is a 3 here. Okay, maybe now that makes a difference. Well, it does make a difference, because now I need something from 7 and 8 here. I couldn't fit 7 and 8 anymore here because there is a 3. Oh, this couldn't be 3, because then this couldn't be 3. Yes, because then I would need 1 and 2. Well, that's another way of saying it, because if I had 7 and 8 here, I needed 1 and 2, right? And 1 and 2 would give me only 4 and 5 to fill 3 cells. Okay, so this is a 3. Well, this isn't 6 anymore. This is from 7 and 8. And this is 3 plus 7. Okay. So there's definitely a 6 here now. Right. And this is then a 9. This is a 9. And then we can have either a 1 and an 8 or a 2 and a 7. That all makes sense, I think. That all makes sense. I hope so. I hope so. Okay, well, but that means that this isn't a 6, and it means even better, these aren't 3, which gives me a 3 here. Does that help? Does that help? Well, this isn't 6 either, but that doesn't help. Well, the 3 as well doesn't help on this index line because it's indexing itself, so it doesn't give me something else. But I did remove the 6 from here, so this can't be 1 anymore. Yeah, and if this isn't 1, then this is 2 or 6. Okay, that still doesn't help. 2 or 6, then both work, right? 6 would be referring to itself, and 2 would be referring to this cell, which could in turn be 6. Right, another sip of tea. Do I know more about what these are now? Can I have 7? Can I have 7 there? Well, yeah, I can. If this is 9 and 8, right? Because I did have 1, 4, 5, 6, and that added up to 16. But if this is 9 and 8, so 17, I could have 1, 4, 5, 7. Which is obvious. So I can have 7, but I can't have 8 or 9. Oh, right, this isn't 9 anymore because of that. So where is 9 in box 2? It's not here. It's definitely not on the line because, well, because of the calculations we just had. If this is 9, and if this is a maximum of 17, then you'd need an 8 here. But an 8, to make an 8 with 3 digits, then you need 2 digits from 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 4. So that doesn't work. So none of these are 9, and this has to be 9. Okay, good, we have another digit, but it doesn't limit these anymore, any further than we already knew. So they're still from 1 to 6. Okay. All right. What I do need 4 and 5 on this, don't I? Is there any way of not having 4 and 5? I don't think so. All right. Right. So these are effectively from 4, 5, 6, right? From 6, 7, and 8. These are from 6, 7, and 8. I definitely need 4 and 5 here, and whatever we don't use from those, right? So 1 or 2. Right. So if this is 9 and 8, this one is 8, definitely, right? Because there is no other place to put an 8 anymore. Okay. And if this is 9 and 7, then I need the 7 here because I couldn't put 7 on it. Right. Because 1, 4, 5, 7 is already 17, right? So if this is 9 and 8, this would have to be an 8. But if this is 9 and 7, this would have to be a 7. So that's 7, 8. That's interesting. That's interesting. Am I thinking correctly about that? This could be 9 and 7. This would have to be an 8. 7. This is 9 and 7. No, if this is 9 and 7, this would have to be 7. This could be an 8. Okay, and if this is 9 and 8, this couldn't be an 8. So this would have to be an 8. Right, sounds correct. So these are from 4, 5, 6. Well, not these. This cell is from 4, 5, 6. If you look at row 1 and box 3, because we've already used 1, 2, 3 and everything else. Right. So what then? Do I know more about this cell? No, I think this one is from 6, 7, and 8, right? But we definitely have an 8 here, don't we? Because if this is 9, 7, then this one has to be an 8. So there's a virtual 8, but that doesn't help me. I don't know that this is an 8 or anything, but maybe something to keep in mind. So if this is 9 and 8, that's an 8. If this is 9 and 8, then we can have 7 still there, and we can have 6. So, okay, so I presume this is still from 6, 7, and 8. Pity. I was hoping for what? 7 and 8 maybe? Yeah, still, even if it was 7 and 8, it wouldn't have resolved anything. But that is correct, right? I can have 7 here. 9 and 8, well, I definitely can have 7 here. But I can have 6 here, right? 9 and 8, this could be 6. This could be an 8. And then I would have here 1, 4, 5, and 7. That's fine. Okay. Okay. So I'm not sure what I'm doing. I do see something though. A sip of tea. There's a 3 in one of those two cells, and there's a 3 in one of those two cells, which means that this cell can't be 3. So either this is a 3 or that's a 3, right? So this isn't 3, and if this isn't 3, then this isn't... No. Has no... I'm looking the other way around. It starts here. Here is the diamond. So this isn't 3. That's everything that I can say. Now, I can say that there's a 3 here, but yeah. Okay. Okay. So what is this then? Can this... It can't be 8. It's 3, 7, or 8, right? That's all we can put here. So it can't be 8, because we said that there is a virtual 8 here. But can it be 7? It looks like it. Actually, no, it can't be 7. Oh, that's interesting. Because to have this as a 6, right, and be able to put a 7 here, we need a 9, 8. But if this is 9, 8, then that's an 8. And if that's an 8, then this can't be a 7. Then this is a 7, and this can't be a 7. Right? One more time. It couldn't be 8, because we definitely have an virtual 8 here. We talked about that. And if this is 9 and 8, to get a 6 here and put the 7 somewhere else, then this would have to be an 8, and that's a 7, and this can't be a 7 either. So that's definitely a 3. Okay, so this becomes a 3 as well. That's not a 3. Right, but this gives me something. This tells me that this is a 5. Because this is saying the third cell is 5. Right, so these aren't 5 anymore. I don't know if I need those 4s and 6. I think I can see it now. Maybe. That's from 7, 8. I still don't know what though, do I? Oh, that's interesting. It's from 7, 8. No, but I don't know. No, I don't. Of course, putting the 3 somewhere doesn't change the formula. And I still have 1 and 2. Oh, right. Ah, that's nice. Okay, so that's 4. And that's not 4. If this is 4, then that's saying that this is 2, and that's 1. This becomes 1. None of these are 1. Those aren't 1 anymore. These are 2 and 6. And 2 plus 6 are, last I checked, 8. Hopefully still they are. So 18 minus 8 leaves us with 10. That's a 7. That's an 8. And that's a 7. That is not a 7 anymore. It's 6 or 8. But now we definitely need an 8. And definitely we need an 8 here because there's no other place to put an 8. So this becomes an 8. And this becomes a 9, 7. And that's a 6. That's a 2. And that's a 5. Right, this isn't a 5. So what am I still missing here? I'm missing 1, 4, and 6, which is 16, which is correct. Right, these can't be, well, they can be anything still, really. This isn't 1, okay. Okay, and what about these? Well, these are from 4, 6, 8. Not as useful. Ah, well, this might be useful. This isn't 1 anymore, so this isn't 2. This has to be 1. And wow, 2 of those refer to themselves. That's actually, well, all of those. This can still be 2 and this can be 6. That doesn't really help us. Right, but what about this line now? Because I see a lot of interference. So this is 1, 3, 4, 5, 6 in theory, but this isn't 1, 2, or 3. Well, actually, none of those are 2, right? Ah, that's interesting. Because even before we continue, now I know that there's a 2 in one of those. Obligatory, because we do need all of the digits 1 to 6 on a 6th length index line. And since they're not here, they're definitely in those. And so this becomes a 6, and this becomes a 2. None of those are a 6 anymore. Right. Okay, now I have to deal with the, what's the, this is 4, 5, 6. So these aren't 1 either anymore. Neither, yeah, right. So, and those could be 1, okay. Right. And then this is from, well, it can't be, this is not a 2, so this isn't a 3. It's from 4, 5, 6, right? So we definitely have 1 and 2 here. Okay, this one could be 3 or 4, so this isn't 3. Right, well, you could have seen that, right? It's not 5 either. If it's not 5, then 5 can't be 4. This is too messy. This is too messy. I don't know if I did this correctly or not. It feels very messy. Well, I mean, this is 6, but the only two that have 6 on them are 1 and 2. So this is definitely from 1 or 2, right? Okay. 5 is from 1, 2, 3, 5, so that's correct. And that's from 1, 2, 4. Okay, so this couldn't be 3, so 3 couldn't be 4. Okay, still messy, but maybe a bit less. Maybe a bit less. But now I have 5 cells that contain the digits 1 to 5. So a quintuplet. So these are from 7, 8, and 9. Fortunately, I don't know which yet, but 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Okay. What about this? Well, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Ah, is that correct? Yeah. Here I have, well, I'm gonna pencil mark those. You will excuse me. I know this is not pretty or anything, but just to be able to see it all, because those are 6 cells with the digits 1 to 6 as well. So these are 7 and 8, which is interesting because that means that these are 7 and 8 as well. Right, so this is 9. That's nice. That is nice. And this is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah. Okay. All of those actually then have to be from 2, 3, 4, and 6. Do I know where 9 here is? Just somewhere here. Does it matter that I have 7, 8, or 9 on this segment? Don't think so. Oh no. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it is 6. Correct? Yeah, I'm not mistaken. So, right. So these are from 7, 8, 9 as well. Though this one isn't 9. Oh, no. No. This has an 8 in it. I should try to stay awake. Let's have more tea. Maybe I'll stay awake. So what's next? What is next? Well, actually, it's quite good that there's an 8 here, because actually I can't have 7, 8, and 9 here. Which is okay. Which is the opposite of what I was trying to do. These are well, it's not the opposite, but you know what I mean. These will have to be the 6, and this actually has to be an 8. Is that correct? Well, 7, 8, and 9. Yeah. So this one is from 1 to 6. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 with the digits 1 to 6, and these couldn't be 4 or 6. So this is an 8. Okay. So this becomes a 7 actually as well. Right? Because this is the other 7 or 9. It can't be 9. So this is a 7. This becomes a 9, and this becomes a 7. Right. Does that help? Maybe. 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 Well, yeah. It does help here. And if 8 is 4 then, and 7 is 5. Right, so this isn't 5, this isn't 4. Not completely useful, but oh, none of those are 1. Ah, that is useful. Because if none of these are 1, then this is 2, 3, 4. Not 6 or 5 anymore. And if this is 2, 3, 4, guess what, then this one isn't 2, 3, 4. And if this isn't 2, 3, 4, that's from 5 and 6, and 5 and 6 could only be next to 1, 2, and 3, right? So it's either 1, 2, 6 or 1, 3, 5 to get a 9. And that means that I get a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 triplet, and this is from 4, 5, 6. Not as useful as I hoped, but okay. I do have a 2, 3, 4 here, which gets rid of the 2 and the 3. Okay. Mildly useful. Mildly useful. Is this the only place where I can have 1 now? Seems like it. It seems like it. Not sure how I got rid of the 1. Oh yeah. Trying to figure out how I got rid of the 1 without, because this isn't 1, but why is this not 1 anymore? Because this couldn't be 2, right? This isn't 1 because this couldn't be 3. Okay, let's not retread the past. Well, sometimes, unfortunately, a lot of times I have to. So this is 1. Ooh, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. These are 4, 5, 6, 8. I forgot the 5. Does that matter? I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Because the 8, we didn't get it out of eliminating 4 and 6. It was about, because we had 6 cells with 1 to 6 here, which would include 5. So that doesn't matter. But I did make a mistake. There's no way around it. At least this one, hopefully, didn't change the puzzle. Right. On the other hand, if I don't make mistakes, then the entertainment part at my expense becomes a lie, and we don't want to lie, right? So what am I supposed to do next? What am I supposed to do next? I am not sure. I am not sure. Well, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. That's of course resolved. Okay, so I'm missing 1, 2, 3 here. Maybe that helps. Maybe that helps. Well, this isn't 1. Right, so I do get a 2, 3. Actually, I have a triplet here, so that's, well, I could have seen it from there as well. That's from 4, 5, 6. But what does that mean? What's the maximum that I can have here? Well, 24, right? If I can put 9, 8, and 7 here. Can I put, I can't put 9, 8, and 7. Well, I can. Yeah, I can, because there's 7 here. Yeah, I can. Right, 24 seems to be still far away, right? Okay, what's the minimum this is? It's 19 at the minimum, right? 8 plus 2 plus 4 plus 5, that's 19. Now, I don't know if I can calculate anything here. Don't think so. I don't think so. I do have something from 7 or 8 here, right? Something from 7 or 8. That's not really all that useful. It is not all that useful. Okay, so what do I have here? I have a 7, that's for sure. I have something from 4, 5, 6. And I have something from 8 and 9. That's not very useful. Okay. Right. Right. This can still be 1. Yeah, all of those could. These are. This is from 1, 5, and 6, isn't it? Right, but this is from 1, 5, 6, and 9. There's no 5 though. 1, 6, and 9. Does that help? Is that correct? Couldn't have 5 here. These are not 5. Well, I mean, yeah, it's obvious then that there is a 5 here. If there's a 5 there, then this isn't 5. It doesn't really help, but okay. This isn't the 5. Yeah. This can be a 4, right? If this is a 4, these are 5, 6, this is 1, 2, and this becomes a 3. That's fine. This is a 5, yeah. It can, so that's not it. Does this help me anywhere? Not really, does it? Not really. Oh, this isn't a 5. Okay, that helps. That helps, not completely, but it helps. So I have a 5 here, but lots of places to put a 5. Lots of places to put a 5. What's going on? I thought that it was going well, and now I don't see what I should do next. Is it really, should I really start calculating this? I still believe that there are lots of options, so maybe I do. Trying to figure out if I didn't miss something simple first, and I can't see. Well, like the 5, but something else. Okay, singlet somewhere or so, but I don't see it. 4 is in 2 places, 6 in 2 places, 4, 6. Well, there's a 9 here, but that doesn't help us. 3. No, well, there is no 3. Similar, but not the same. There is no 3. It's 2 or 4. Okay, well, 2 or 4. So this is from 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That is a lot. These are a lot of options, right? I can't say much about this just from guessing one digit from 5 to 9. Is there anything here that I've missed? Anything here that I've missed? Maybe, but I don't know. Maybe, but I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm missing. There's definitely a 3 here. If there's a 3 here, then this is 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5. This becomes a 2, and a 2 would give me a 6 here. So this is not a 6. Neither is this one. Neither is this one. Right. And this becomes a 4, of course. This becomes a 6. There's no 6 here anymore. That's a 6. That's a 4. 2. Okay. Bit more useful, right? A bit more useful. Was that it? Now that's the only place with a 1 here as far as I can see. Right. So that's 1. That's not 1 anymore. That's a 5. That's a 4. 1. Okay, and that's 4, which works. Right, not 4. And that's a 3. 2, 3. Well, I already had that. I have no idea from how long, but it's fine. I don't know if that would have helped. Maybe, most probably, but I didn't see it. Right, so these aren't 1 anymore. This becomes a 1. That's a 3. That's a 1. What else? What else? That's a 3. That's a 3. Now I have a 7, 8 here. I say that as if it's gonna fix something. It didn't, right? Do I have to pencil mark this, or do I have something better? Do I have to pencil mark this? I guess I do, right? This is 6, 7, 8, 9. This is not a 7. Oh, well, that's it. That's the only thing I could do. Well, it seems like it. Right, and this one, that's 2, 6, 9, 2, 4, 6, 9. Well, yeah, that's not really helping, is it? That's not really helping. Okay, so what is that now? This is 14. 14, so it's either 22 or 23, right? Okay. So this can't be 2. It's 22 or 23, so it would leave us with 21 or 20, so that doesn't work. Right. 22 or 23. If it's 22, can I still have a 6 here? 22, 6 would leave me with 16. I would need 9 and 7. Looks to be okay. No. No, why? Because 22 would need an 8 here. Right? That's 14 plus 8, 22. But if there's an 8 here, then there's a 9 there. And I can't have 7 and 9 here anymore. Right, and if this is a 9, then can this be a 6? Well, better then. Not necessarily, because we can have an 8 and a 9. But let's go back to this. If this is 14 plus 9, 23, can this be a 6? So 6 would need 17. So 9 and 8. That's a 9, so this would have to be an 8. That's a 9. Now that works. That works. Okay, so we can have a 6. Pity. But I think that means that there's definitely a 9 in one of those, and this isn't a 9. There's definitely a 9, because if this is an 8, this couldn't be a 6. Does that help? Does that help? What about this one? What about this one? Is that the only place where we can have a 4 now? Ah, yeah, that's maybe the easiest way to look at it, right? This couldn't be 4, and there are no other places for a 4, so this is 4. Okay, instead of eliminating 9s, we'll just put a 4. That's maybe easier. That's 5, that's 6. This is not a 6 anymore. Right, this is not a 6 anymore. It's from 9 and 8. So now we know what that is, right? That's a 2. Is that what I'm missing? Yeah, 2. So this becomes a 2. Right. Right. And this is still from 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. So we're going to have to see. This could have been an 8 if this is a 6 and this is a 9. Right. So that's possible. Oh, actually, there's no 9 here. This is from 7 or 8. Interesting. Interesting. So now I have a 6. No, I don't. I thought I had a 6, 8, 9, and I was going to say, oh, it's 23 resolved. We don't. I don't, in any case. I don't. Okay. Still have to resolve that though, don't I? Somehow. How is this that this one isn't resolved? It is. I'm just yeah. This is resolved. Not that it's really gonna help, but okay. So again, if this is 9, this is 6, and that's 9 and 8. That works. If this is 8, then this is 7, and this has to be 9, and this is a 6. 13, 22. That works. 1000 milliards, 2000 sabords. That works. Right, though what? If this is 9, then this one has to be 9 and 8. And if this is 8, then this is definitely not an 8. That's Is there an easier way of looking at all of this, or am I now... Do I have to start doing the coloring and follow the light exercise? Let's say that this is 9. We said that this is 9 as well. This becomes 9, and so does this one. Okay, which makes sense. This would be an 8. This would be an 8. This would be an 8. Okay, and if this is an 8, then that's an 8. Oh, if this is an 8, now this one is an 8. Right. But 8 plus 7 is 15. Plus, oh, that doesn't work, because this would have to be a 9. Right. Did I eliminate the 9 from here correctly, or did I just mess it up? Because now I see a 6, 7 here, but I don't believe it anymore. I don't believe it anymore. Because if this is a 9, then we needed a 9 here. This becomes an 8 and a 9. This is a 6, so we get 15. And we needed an 8 to get to 23. Okay, that's fine. And this was a 7. Let's do that again. And if this is an 8, then that's a 7. This would have to be an 8. So we already have 15. Oh, that doesn't work. Right? Because 15 doesn't get us to 22 or 23. If that what it was, I forgot. Yeah, 11, 14, that was 22 and 23. 15 doesn't get us to that because it's 21 or 24. Right, so this is 9. This is 8. This is 9. 6. So this is now 24. 23. Can never get to 24. 23, and that's 15. So we need an 8. That's a 7. 8, 6, 9, 7, 8, 7, 6, 9. Right, moment of truth. Yay! Oh, I really hope that, well, first that the 5 didn't mess it up, and I didn't do anything else to mess it up, because, like I said. In any case, another last sip of tea. Cheers. I thought it was really nice. Quite a lot of nice interactions, especially the start. This was really, really nice, the start. I hope that you enjoyed it as well. If you did, please like and subscribe, and maybe share, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.